Today in this video, I am going to talk about feminist criticism. Feminist criticism in English literature is a significant literary theory that emerged in the 1960s and has evolved to explore and challenge gender roles, representation of women, and the patriarchal structures prevalent in literary works. This critical approach aims to uncover hidden biases, power dynamics, and unequal treatment of women in literature, while also celebrating and reclaiming women's voices and experiences. Feminist criticism seeks to examine how gender, sexuality, and identity shape literary texts and influence readers' interpretations. It addresses the historical exclusion of women writers from the literary canon and challenges the representation of women characters as stereotypes or one-dimensional figures. The theory has evolved over time, leading to various schools of thought such as liberal feminism, radical feminism, psychoanalytic feminism, and post-colonial feminism, each with its unique focus and methodology. Many books have been written on feminist theme. Some of them are Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte, a classic example analyzed from a feminist perspective, exploring Jane's struggle for independence, her resistance against societal norms, and her search for identity beyond gender roles. The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood. This dystopian novel serves as a powerful critique of patriarchal society, highlighting the oppression of women and the control of their bodies. The Yellow Wallpaper by Charlotte Perkins Gilman, often studied for its portrayal of women's descent into madness. This short story delves into the constraint imposed on women during the 19th century. White Sargassoti by Jean Rhys, a feminist reimagining of Charlotte Bronte's Jane Eyre, focusing on the story of Bertha Mason, the madwoman in the attic, and challenging the representation of women of color in Victorian literature. Feminist critics analyze literature through various lenses, examining the portrayal of women characters, the role of female authors, and their reception, and the larger social and historical context surrounding the text. They may explore how female characters are depicted as victims or heroines, whether they challenge or conform to societal norms, and how their experiences differ from male characters. Many critics have written on feminism. Some of them are Virginia Woolf. Her essay, A Room of One's Own, is a seminal feminist work, emphasizing the importance of economic independence and literal space for women writers to flourish. Simone de Beauvoir. In The Second Sex, Beauvoir famously stated, "One is not born, but rather becomes a woman," challenging the idea of inherent femininity and advocating for women's liberation. Bell Hooks, an influential contemporary feminist critic, Bell Hooks examined the intersectionality of race, class, and gender in literature and society. Elaine Showalter, her work, A Literature of Their Own, helped establish the concept of a distinct female literary tradition and the importance of women's writing in literary history. In my opinion, feminist criticism has made invaluable contributions to literary analysis, as it encourages a deeper understanding of gender dynamics, encourages the inclusion of marginalized voices, and fosters a more inclusive literary canon. However, like any other critical theory, it has faced criticism for narrow readings that might ignore other aspects of a work. Some argue that certain feminist interpretations may be too perspective or limit the richness of literary text by solely focusing on gender issues. Nevertheless, feminist criticism continues to evolve and adapt, encompassing a broader range of perspectives and intersectional approaches to address the complexities of gender, race, sexuality, and class within literature. In conclusion, feminist criticism in English literature has been instrumental in reshaping the way we interpret and appreciate literary works by challenging traditional gender roles and emphasizing the importance of diverse perspectives. Feminist critics have contributed to a more nuanced understanding of literature and its impact on society. This is for today, and we will be coming in the next video with a new topic. Thank you, everyone.